I'm Joy. Welcome to Honey, I'm a Home Chef.
Guess what day it is? Meat day. Meat day. So, two things we're doing. This is a piggyback video, but we're making ground beef because we ran out. So I went out and grabbed a prime brisket with lots of fat on it, good marbling. And then I grabbed 2 chuck roasts. So we're gonna combine all of that together. I need to freeze it, or not freeze it, but chill it a bit more so that it's easier to cube. But we'll cube all this up, and then we'll talk a little bit about fat content and kind of how I'll blend everything together, and then the grinding and the coarse and the fine and all that stuff. So that's what's doing. And then I wanted to make some beef flat ribs tonight. I was super stoked to smoke those while this is all going on, but they didn't have them where I went. So I decided they had a good deal on St. Louis ribs. So I grabbed a pack of them. I think it was like $30 for 2 big racks.
Not bad.
So I got 2 racks. I trimmed one up that I'm going to smoke. And then this one, I already vacuumed it up. So we'll throw that in the freeze. Ooh, you know what I'm going to do on my ribs? The ribs are going to be very little in this video. Just basically cook and then eat.
Yeah.
You know how I got that mango habanero from Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yeah.
I'm gonna glaze half of them
Oh, yeah.
with mango habanero.
I was going to say, yeah. You know I won't be eating that.
Why do you think I said half, silly Sally?
Okay.
Jeez, you're already
You know
ruining
what?
everything.
You know what?
My day was fine.
You know what? Are you done? Are you done?
Just turn it.
Turn it off?
Turn
Are you
it.
sure?
So we're at the point where we've chilled all of the meat enough that we can start cubing it. I'm starting with the chuck roast for now. So what we're going to do in the end, we're going to have all of our brisket in this bowl, chuck roast in this bowl, and then fatty from either brisket or chuck are going to go in this bowl. The reason that we separated out is because, like, even if you look just directly, this came all from one chuck roast. Right here, you've got 0 marbling, like almost no fat there. Here you've got great marbling, came from the same roast. So I'm not worried about fat content when I grind this. I will be worried about if I were to have a bag of just this section of meat. That would make for terrible tacos or burgers or whatever we're going to make out of it. So we're going to finish chopping this up. We'll get the brisket out, do the same thing. And then everything's actually going to go back into the freezer once it's cubed, only because the meat reaches, I don't want to say room temperature, but it warms up pretty quickly. And with bacteria spreading, it can make you extremely sick. So you don't want it anywhere. They call it the danger zone or something.
I don't know.
I don't know. They're meat people. But anywhere between 40 and 140 degrees is like a really bad area to be in. So we'll try and keep this below 40 degrees as long as possible. So yeah, we're going to chill it up, and then we'll put everything through the grinder, and we'll talk about how we're going to combine and mix. Then it's going to go back in the freezer again because we're going to put it through the finer, a die or whatever it is in the grinder.
Yeah.
That's just because we like our consistency a little bit more chopped up.
All right.
Or finely ground. Okay, so now we're working on the brisket. I kind of sectioned this out just so you can see the difference in the meat. So here, like, this came off the point. Same with this piece. You see there's a lot more marbling in the meat.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot more fat. And this came off of the flat, where there's far less marbling, less fat. There's still a little bit of fat on the back of it. I might even trim some of this down. I did take off probably about 1.5 pounds. Some of this was from earlier from the
That's going to be
from
garbage.
the chuck. I might make tallow or something out of it, but I got like the gray meat off, which is inevitable. You're always going to have gray meat on a brisket. So I got that off. Some of the hard fat that I didn't want to use, but all this stuff in the center of it, I'm just going to separate this and I'm going to use it on this tougher stuff.
Okay.
So I'll cube this up, same thing. Separate it out in the freezer, and we're going to let that chill for a while until it feels pretty solid.
Okay.
We've got brisket in this bowl, chuck in this bowl, and a mixture of both with fattier pieces here. I put out a small cutting board and a knife in case I find something that's way over fatty, and then I might cut some of that down. And then I've already taken kind of a combination of everything. I put mostly brisket, a little less chuck, and then some of the fatty pieces in where I feel like I'm going to need them. So I'll stuff this baby, which I've already put some in because I was a dumbass and I forgot to put the blade in.
There we go.
So this is just the coarse chop. And then it's going to go, we're going to do it as quick as humanly possible. And then it's going to go right back into the freezer to cool again before we're fine. So yeah, hopefully we can get through it incredibly quickly. And you also want to make sure that you have plenty of room in your freezer for the meat before you do it, right? So we put all of this in the freezer in bowls. We have plenty of space, so I know that I'll be able to put it back in there once I throw it in freezer bags.
All right.
So let's get through it and then we'll come back.
All right, we are almost done. We got one big bowl over there. And then we're gonna pop this back in the freezer.
Yeah, it's pretty much grinding itself, so it was cool enough. So hopefully we'll get it in the freezer in time that we don't have to leave it in there forever because I don't want to wait all night to get to the
So
time.
all we have is this left to do.
And that piece on the floor.
Oh, and a piece on the ground.
So we got one bowl in already, putting the second one in right now. We're gonna let that chill off for a while we finish making our ribs, and then we're gonna clean this sucker up and clean off our surface and do round 2 with the finer.
Yep.
All right. Also important to put your parts in the freezer too. They're better, they operate better, and they cut better when they're cold.
So tonight.
So, of course we weren't going to just grind meat and make a video like we had to make something delicious. I probably pulled these a little early, but whatever. They seem good. I separated yours from my
Not that I'm
spicy.
gonna eat all those.
I even think this one might be safe right here. I want to try spicy, so I'll
right.
get rid of... Yeah, I might have been a little early. I don't do St. Louis a lot, so... But that one should be spicy.
All right,
So
let's see.
I got a nice little ring on it.
Let me see. Oh yeah.
Oh, dude.
Insane.
It's spicy, but it is freaking...
Fire.
Yeah, it's a Buffalo Wild Wings rib. That's so good. All right, it's time to finish our little project that we started. So we're gonna throw this back together. I wish I was like one of those military guys with a gun, but I'm not. So I'll sit here and dick with this forever. Oh, see? Almost did it again. So this time, fine grind. Yeah, damn thing had ice all over it. It's part of the problem.
Yeah.
So, pop that bad boy there, throw a bowl here, and let's get her started. Hopefully this is like ice cold.
Yeah.
So you can hear it when it bangs. It's not soft and pliable. We're gonna put a ton of this and hope for the best. Get it in. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Foot pedal on.
Okay.
Please work. Please, Jesus. Yay!
Oh, look at that. Perfect.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we got lots to go. That bowl and this bowl. All right. All
Yeah.
right. Going back in the freezer again to chill for a bit to then package up and vacuum seal. The fun stuff. Our last bag.
Thank you, God. Finally over, if I can get it set right. Come on, baby.
All right.
Our spoils.
You're-
I'm excited.
Whew.
It's a lot of ground beef. Hamburger helper every day for the
Yeah,
next
right.
year.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Nice. Look at that. Looks amazing.